Looks like Mortal Kombat are going all in on celebrity voice acting. We already knew Jean-Claude Van Damme was going to be voicing Johnny. Well, more than voicing, he's essentially given his entire likeness to a version of the character, which I'm sure everyone's happy with. He's the guy who inspired Johnny Cage to begin with, so it's really cool to actually see that he's a fully realized playable version, not just his voice, but his entire body essentially, his own voice lines, his own acting. It's pretty interesting. We also see a new fatality for Johnny Cage at the end, which I have to say is probably one of the best I've seen, one of the funniest as well. So here's hoping we see some more goofy looking, fatalities for the characters that suit them. Boom. It seems like a lot of what we've seen already has been cameo characters, but as the time goes on, we see more and more actual characters being added. In this case, I'm talking about Nitara. That's a slightly more controversial celebrity voice actor, I think, judging by how the community seems to be talking about it. It seems like there is more support for Megan Fox being the voice actress than, people disparaging her for it. But there's definitely some mixed opinion. If I'm going by myself personally, I think the voice acting, feels a bit weak at times. There are a few lines that she gives out that just feel a bit like they don't really suit the character. They feel a bit lazy.
What did you do with Jen's body?
Poor Kung Lao. You'll never see her again.
And when I say that, I'm not trying to say that she's not putting in effort. It just sounds a bit, soft and passive and not like Nitara would speak, especially not in the situation that she's in. She's about to be involved in some Mortal Kombat. It sounds a bit too much just like Megan Fox kind of being herself. It doesn't really feel like she's acting. And I mean, in the trailer, she does say that, doing these sessions, she was having to kind of, channel something that she's not really used to. It was kind of stepping out of her comfort zone, so I do understand it.
As I've been doing the sessions, it does force me to tap into areas of myself that I'm not comfortable.
But, I think it could have definitely been better. And of course, we've only heard a few lines. But in my opinion, it does sound a little bit disappointing, and I don't think it really sells the role as well as it could. But as usual, there's always drama in these kinds of comments. So you've got people saying that, essentially anyone that has anything negative to say about her voice acting performance is, just being a terminally online incel neckbeard, disparaging women or something, which, you can't escape that stuff. But it means that people can't honestly discuss these details. It's a bit disappointing. I don't think it's the worst voice acting in the world, but to say that anyone that has anything negative to say about it is just disparaging her because she's a woman, I think it's just kind of ridiculous. I think there is a little bit of leniency towards Megan Fox, because after Ronda Rousey did her best to voice act Sonya Blade, I think a lot of people are just appreciating anything better than that. There's more than a few comments of people saying, hey, at least it was better than Ronda. But anyway, that's all the news we've got for now. The game's going to launch in a few weeks' time, so we'll see what kind of information they squeeze in. But until then, like and subscribe to Egg Bomb Gaming for more FGC news.